Hi, I'm Nicole, and I'm going to be teaching your warm-up this morning. We're just going to start with some side steps. We're going to get those triceps involved right away, doing some tricep extensions. You're going to want to make sure to keep your arms close to your head and just slowly raise and lower your arms behind your head. Just getting started right away, feeling it pretty quick. We're going to do this for a couple more seconds before going into some calf raises and arm raises. We're going to get into that in 3, 2, 1. So we're just going to do some L arm raises while doing calf raises. For this, you're going to want to engage your core by sucking your stomach into your spine. If you want to increase the intensity, you can go off the edge of the mat, get a higher range of motion. Try to hold it as long as you can. We're going to do 4 more of these. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. We're going to stretch out those calves. Little calf stretch. Step 1 foot in front and the front leg. And at the same time, we're going to do a tricep stretch. So pulling the arm up and over the head and holding it. So you should be feeling this in both your tricep and your calf. I'm just going to hold this for a couple more seconds. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switching to the other side. Other calf, another tricep. Should feel good after doing those tricep extensions and calf raises. Getting ready to keep going on with the warm-ups, hopefully. Hold this for 3, 2, 1, and now we're going to go into some pull-aparts and hamstring curls. So you're going to open your shoulders and bring your foot up to your glutes, working the hamstrings and the upper back. You're going to want to try to bring your foot up as close to your glutes as you can, really working those hamstrings. You can limit the range of motion if you're not feeling it quite yet this morning. The slower and more controlled you go, the higher the intensity. We're going to do this for a couple more seconds before going into some squats with bicep curls. We're going to go there in 3, 2, 1. So we're going to do some squats and get the arms going as well as the bicep curl. You want to sit back, kind of like you're sitting in a chair, not going below 90 degrees. If you want to limit the range of motion on this, that's totally fine as well. To increase the intensity, you can bounce a little here. Pulse. We're going to do 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to do a quick little bicep stretch before going to the floor. Just want to put your arm in front of you and pull the wrist down. Just stretching out the bicep. Doing well, everybody. Keep it up. Going to hold this for 3, 2, 1, and switch to the other arm. Again, after this, we're going to be going to the floor. We're going to do a side plank, a full plank, and then the other side. We're going to get down to the floor in 3, 2, 1. And we're going to, sorry. We're going to start with the side plank. You can do this on your elbow, or if you want to take it to a full up, or if you want to do your knee or all the way up. And we're just going to hold this for 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1. You don't want to open your back or close it all the way. Try to keep a straight line. Feel it in your obliques. You also want to try to not sit in your shoulder, but keep yourself up. Again, if you need to drop that knee, we're just gonna hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna take it into a full plank. You can do this on your knees with straight legs, straight arms as well. And we're gonna begin and hold it for 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1. This is another one. You wanna make sure you keep your core engaged by sucking your stomach to your spine. Try to look out towards your hands to keep that neutral neck. Just hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna do the other side for a side plank. Same modifications as before. You can take it from the knee all the way up. And we're gonna start for 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Same thing here. Want to keep your body in line. Try to keep it straight. You don't want to sink. If you feel yourself sinking, go ahead and put that knee down. We're almost there, guys. Push through. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're gonna keep going. We're gonna do 20 seconds of push-ups, and then we can take a nice little stretch. So we're gonna do the push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Here's another one where you can either go from the knees or all the way up. Same as the plank, you wanna make sure you're keeping that core engaged and keeping a neutral spine. You don't wanna arch or curve your back. We're just gonna do 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take it all the way down so we can stretch up for a cobra stretch. Stretch out the abdominals. You should not be feeling any pain in your lower back, just a slight discomfort. If you feel like you need to get a little bit more of the stretch, you can straighten your arms, pull it up a little bit. But again, if you're feeling any pain at all, just keep it right here. We're just gonna hold this for 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna go into a chest stretch. So we're gonna take our arms, put them behind us, just open the chest. Again, you don't wanna feel any pain. If you feel pain, you wanna either just unlock your arms and hold your arms back as much as you can, as close together as you can. Just gonna hold this for 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna lay on our side and we're gonna do a series of adductor, abductor, and then lifts, and then a quad stretch. So we're gonna start here, sitting up, picking your top leg and lifting it, and then setting it back down, trying to control it the whole way. If you want to increase the intensity of this, try to lift your leg a little bit higher and slowly lower it down. Making sure that you're on top of your hip, you're not rolling back or forward, trying to keep straight. You can use your hand to stabilize. We're just going to do 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Then we're just going to take a nice quad stretch. You can lay down on that arm if you'd like, grabbing the foot, pulling it into the glutes, stretching out that quad. Just keeping a neutral spine, neutral body, just feeling the stretch down your quad. If you need to release the leg a little bit, that's totally fine too. And next we're going to go into some adductor lifts. So we're going to place the foot we're holding to the front of us and lift the other leg. We're going to get into that in 3, 2, 1. So again, taking that top foot, placing it in front, and lifting the bottom leg. You just want to lift that up. You should feel it in your adductors. Good job, everyone, pushing through, getting that warm-up in. Really feeling it. Let's do this for 3, 2, and 1. And switch to the other side and repeat that sequence of 3. So again, laying down, starting with the abductors, using your hand for stabilization, just lifting your leg up and down. Same as before, you can increase your range of motion to increase the intensity. Keep pushing, everybody, we're almost there. Again, next we're going into a quad stretch. We're going to get into that in 3, 2, and 1. Again, you can lay down if you'd like. Grab the foot, pull it into the glutes, hold it in, feeling that stretch along the quad. We're almost there, guys. Keep it up. Just going to hold this for a couple more seconds before getting back into those adductor lifts. And get into that in 3, 2, 1. Again, taking the foot, putting it in front, and lifting the bottom leg. Here, you don't want to sit into your shoulder either. You want to keep out of it, lifting the leg. Once again, remembering not to roll back or forward, trying to stay nice and straight. We're just going to do a couple more here. Keep pushing, everyone. After this, we're going to roll onto our backs. So let's do this for 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to lay on our backs, bend the knees, and we're going to do some single leg lifts. So we're going to do 10 on each side. Just going to lift the leg, put it down, and do it again. And if you want to increase the intensity, you can do it from a straight leg. And so let's start in 3, 2, 1. You want to keep your body on the floor. You don't want to arch your back. Try to keep it down. Make sure you're really lifting from the hip. Again, you can do it from a straight leg. We just got 4 more. 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch to the other leg. 3, 2, 1. Again, just lifting that up, engaging the hip flexor, engaging the core, sucking your stomach into your spine. Halfway there, super close. Again, to increase that intensity, you can go ahead and do it from a straight leg. 3 more. Last one. You can go ahead and set that leg down, and we're going to get into a figure 4 stretch. So take your leg, cross it over the top, and pull your other leg in. Should feel really good along down the side of your glutes. We're just going to hold this for a couple more seconds. Stretch that out. Let's switch legs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, just taking your other leg, crossing it up over the top, and pulling your leg in. Feeling that good stretch, not overdoing it. After this, we're going to sit back up, and we're going to go into an abductor stretch. So let's hold this for 3, 2, 1. Sit back up. We're going to do the same kind of crossing thing. Put one leg down, cross the other on top. If your right leg's in front, then you're going to want to twist to the left. So again, the main stretch of here is going to be your abductor. If you feel like you don't want to twist, that's totally okay as long as you still feel it. Twist, just adding an extra little stretch in there. Let's hold this for a couple more seconds, remembering to keep our back elongated. Let's switch in 3, 2, 1. So the same thing you did on the first side, doing the second, taking that leg, crossing it over. If you didn't do the twist, no need to do it on this side. But if you'd like to add that extra stretch, go ahead and twist. And we'll just keep holding this here. After this, we're going to go into a half middle split. So let's go there in 3, 2, 1. So you're just going to pull one leg in, one out, and you should feel this in your hamstring already. And to add an oblique stretch, we're going to reach over, making sure, again, keep yourself neutral. You don't want to be like slouched over because then your obliques. You want to keep yourself up. If you want to increase the intensity of the stretch on your hamstring, you can flex that bottom foot. We're just going to hold this here for a couple more seconds before switching to the other leg. Let's do that in 3, 2, 1. Switching on over. Again, feeling just the hamstring stretch from sitting here, adding those obliques by reaching up and over. Increasing the intensity of the stretch if you feel like you need to by flexing that bottom foot. Trying to keep your chest open. Let's hold this for a couple more seconds. We're going to go into some bird dogs after this. So let's get into a tabletop in 3, 2, and 1. So again, we're going to want to go into a tabletop, keeping your hands about shoulder width apart. Keep your legs there, and you're going to reach opposite leg as opposite arm out and down, making sure to keep the spine neutral by, again, engaging that core, sucking your belly button into your spine. Trying to get your legs to, leg and arm to a flat 90. If you're not feeling it today though, do not worry about it. You can limit that range of motion a little bit. Let's keep this going for 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna go down into a child's pose. So you just wanna sit back into your hips, stretch your arms forward, stretching out the back. And to add a shoulder stretch into this, we're gonna take our one arm and thread it through the other and really stretch that shoulder. We're just going to sit here, breathe, get ready for the day or night we have ahead. Let's switch which arm is threaded through in 3, 2, 1. So coming back, I'm just taking the other arm, threading it through to really stretch that shoulder. This should feel really nice after all the work we just did. After we come up from this, we're just going to go into a butterfly. So let's come back to the neutral child's pose. Hold this for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sitting up and going into a butterfly. This will stretch those adductors. And we're going to add a back stretch into this, taking our arms and pulling them forward and opening up back. Try not to bounce your legs or flutter your legs. Let's hold this for a couple more seconds before going into a hip flexor stretch, maybe a runner's lunge. We're going to get there in 3, 2, 1. So let's sit up, put one leg in front, keep the other leg bent, and we're going to bend forward. Again, stretching out that hip flexor. If you want to increase the intensity of the stretch, you can put one hand down and pull your foot in. Let's hold this here for 10 more seconds. Again, really stretching out that hip flexor. Let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and switch to the other leg. Again, putting your other leg in front, leaning your hips forward, really feeling it along the hip flexor. If you grabbed your foot on the other side, go ahead and do it on this one too. Putting that hand down, grabbing the foot. Let's hold this for 10 more seconds. You're doing great, everybody. We're so close. We're almost there. After this, we're going to get back to standing. So let's do that in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take your time coming back up. We're going to do a quick little bounce exercise. So we're going to do a tree pose. You can either keep your foot on the ground by your other foot, pull it up to your knee, or up to your quad, whatever you are feeling today. Put your arms however it helps you balance. I'm going to keep mine by my chest. I'm going to pull my leg into my knee. And it helps to focus on one object. This is another one you're going to want to be engaging that core, trying to pull up out of your hip, not sit into it. Let's switch legs in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same options on this side. You can put your foot on the ground at your knee or up to your quad. I'm going to hold it at my knee, keep my arms my center. Again, engaging that core, focusing on breathing. Let's hold this for a couple more seconds. You got it, everybody. We are so close. We're going to end with our last thing in 3, 2, 1. Okay, to carry this out, we're just going to do 20 seconds of running in place. So let's start. This is our last thing, everybody. Keep pushing as much as you can. We got 10 more seconds. Make these last 5 count. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, everybody.